Hello everyone, we're back at it. I'm Bill.
Hello, Seabass.
And we are playing Grimdark Future tonight. 5,500 points, combination you haven't seen before. Wormhole Demons, you're playing them.
Yep.
And these are your models.
Yes.
You've painted more since we last played.
Yes, I have.
That's wonderful. They just need to be based.
Sure.
And I'll be doing my alien hives. Also debuting some new terrain from the two recent tutorials on my sister channel, Wylock's Armory, where I show you how to make terrain. Do you have anything to add?
I do not.
All right, well, let's get to it. We'll check out the armies. For those of you new to these battle reports, we play Grimdark Future, which is a simple, fast-playing, fan-made rule set inspired by Warhammer 40k. The rules and army lists are totally free, and there's links in the video description below. First up, just shy of 5,500 points of Wormhole Demons. There are 4 units of these Blood Warriors, 10 models apiece, ambush furious and given Banner of War, 2 close combat weapons each, but a little squishy with a 5-up defense. Those 4 units will be each grouped with a Demon Champion. These given Symbols of War on a 3-up, wielding great flame axes. A unit of 10 Bloodhounds, and they're going to be grouped with a Cerberus Hound hero, 11 models total. These have been problematic for me to deal with in the past, and they're problematic tonight as well. All around, very strong cavalry unit. Speaking of strong cavalry, Brass Beast Riders. 2-up defense, fast, and plenty of melee to go around, plus impact 3 each. So that's 9 instant defense rolls to be made just by charging. And then a Cannon Chariot, included honestly because he had it painted up. Nothing particularly special, but you never know when it'll be needed. And then 2 Greater Demons of War. 12 wounds apiece, Symbols of War on a 2-up, just radiating hatred. I love these models. Look at the size of that axe. I think he did pretty darn good for his first army. I think we're going to get some really scenic showdowns with them. A Crab Demon of War. As imposing as it is, this has not been an issue for me in the past. This guy generally hasn't done much. Lots of bark, no bite, but we'll see. Those are the filthy creatures of ill intent. Now let's look at the arguably more dangerous, mindless, hungry bugs. 5,500 on the nose of alien hives. Let us take a gander. Assault grunts. Quantity over quality. 40 models split into 2 units of 20. They do have Strider though, so all that difficult terrain out on the field not going to be an issue for them. 2 units of 10 Soul Snatchers, and in this case they've been upgraded with Psychics, so before combining them I bought a Psychic for each. And one of them will be grouped with a Soul Snatcher Lord, also a Psychic. So I've got 5 total Psychic models on the field to help me do some buffing and debuffing. Hive Warriors, 3 units of 3 models each, good all-arounders. Highly customizable, but I've made them what you see is what you get, because coincidentally I think that's the best loadout. Good all-purpose unit. And some Venom Floaters, not combining them, so I have 2 units of 3. Although against a demon army with basically no shooting, I'm kind of wasting points, but what can I say? I love these models. An Artillery Beast. Taken because it's a 500 point model without any upgrades, and we changed from 5,000 to 5,500 at the last second, so I just threw this guy into the list. But he always makes for good scenery. And Burrowers, 2 of them, not combined, so 1 unit each. Love their surprise attack ability, excellent for coming up, thrashing around, getting lots of kills before the round even starts. And also these are among my favorite in my collection. And a Hive Lord, been given wings, been given a whole bunch of stuff honestly. Upgraded with sword claws, up close he should be able to dice up anything in his path. Also bought him regeneration for durability. So one of them is here to corrupt, and the other one is here to eat. Let's go see where they're going to do battle. Here we are, alien hives were inbound to conquer and consume this planet, but they were beaten to the punch by the Wormhole Demons. The place is in ruins. This thing warped in and brought all kinds of chaos with it. There are areas of corruption. So terrain-wise, if you imagine an imaginary zone in between these, draw a line, anything in there will be treated as dangerous terrain. Makes sense? All right, these, as usual, infantry type models can move through here as if the wall didn't exist, but they can't see. And even for ones that have windows, we're going to say it's just a solid wall. Simplify things from previous games. That's always been sort of a weird point. The rock piles are difficult terrain, and this thing is not occupiable. It's an obstacle. So true line of sight, but you can't land anything on it. Victory conditions. We're gonna once again house rule our cards on, so we'll have 3 objectives at any given time, and those are what give you your victory points. Also, each of us will select a leader model in our army, and if you kill the other guy's leader, you get a point. And also, the first guy to kill a full unit of any type gets a first blood victory point. See who's going to replace the first marker? 6, 6, 3, 4. You get to place the first marker. 6 objective markers are down. There's one here, one out there in Death Alley, one here, and over here in the middle of the corruption, we have a marker. Back here behind this difficult terrain, and there's one up here in this ruined building. So let's roll off and see who's going to pick the table edge before we deploy. I got a 5, you got a 6. Which side do you want?
Stay true to this side.
You're staying on that side?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to deploy. You're going to put the first unit. Actually, you've decided you're ambushing everything.
Yes.
You're ambushing your entire army, because they all do have ambush. And okay, so I'm just going to set up my alien hives. Deployment is complete. As you said, you're ambushing everything. I have put a unit of Hive Warriors down here, some Assault Grunts there. They have Striders, so that difficult terrain, not an issue for them. I've got some Venom Floaters here within 6 inches of both of these units. Over here, Soul Snatchers with a Soul Snatcher Lord grouped in. More Hive Warriors. I want them here for versatility, for going either way. Unfortunately, that means they have to start in that corruption, in that dangerous terrain, but that's all right. And then down here, the Artillery Beast, another unit of Assault Grunts, the Venom Floaters here to confer Shrouding Mist on both of these units, and then over here, just to take up the flank if needed, another unit of Soul Snatchers. At the beginning of round 1, we don't have 3 cards, so we drew up to 3 cards. I drew Giant Slayer, kill something with 12, tough 12 or higher, Control Marker 5, and Control Marker 3. These are checked at the end of the round. You got Intimidate, so have me fail a morale test. Changing priority, it says roll a d6 when generated, control that marker. So go ahead and roll a d6. 3, so put the die on there so we remember. So that basically, this says control marker 3. Also, if you control it after I began the round with it, then you get 2 D3 victory points. Now, this is marker 3. Marker 3 is over here. I'm gonna have it at the start of the turn, so if you can somehow manage to take that over, that will be D3 victory points for you. And then, control marker 5. Terrain is set, deployment is done, we've got our objectives. You ready to start?
Ready to start.
Okay, top of round 1. Hard to say exactly what I should do, because I control marker 3. Marker 5 is up here, and I need it, but I'm going to drop an ambusher in there to get that later. So right now I'm going to set up a bunch of stuff. I'm going to use some psychic powers, probably to infuse life and give some things regen. I'm going to activate these guys and get Shrouding Mist going, because that persists. It doesn't go away at the end of the turn. Side note, this big guy here, that's my leader, and your guy, the one with the skull cape, he's going to be your leader. Infuse life. Target friendly unit within 18 inches gets regen the next time it takes wounds. So I have 2 psychics among these Soul Snatchers, and then the Lord himself is a psychic as well. I'm going to try and cast this 3 times. First, they're going to try and put regen on this. That goes off. They're going to try and put it on themselves. 4 plus 1 is 5. That fails. And then the third caster will again try and put it on themselves. That fails. Over here, similar thing. There's 2 psychics among these Soul Snatchers, so we're going to try to infuse life on these guys and on these guys. Well, do them first. That's a failure. And then, yes, we're going to try again. Infuse life on them. 1, no good. Activating this unit of Hive Warriors. Dangerous terrain tests. For the first one, takes 1 wound. The second one takes 1 wound. The third one takes no wounds. Each of these suffered 1 wound. Okay, everything else is done. Artillery beast shifted over here. This unit moved up something less than their 18, but just to get into middle position and have options. These Soul Snatchers are over here. Out in front of this building, that's where that wounded unit of warriors ended up. So that's it. That's the end of round 1. So let's look at our objectives. Did I seize marker 5? No. I seized marker 3, so I get 1 victory point. I haven't killed anything tough 12 or higher. Now I get to discard up to 1 of these if I want to. I don't want to, so I'm just gonna draw 1 more. And my new one is, oh boy, Tactical Perfection. Control all objective markers. You know, if I hadn't forgotten to use Scout on certain units, I probably had a shot at this the next turn. All right, anyway, you didn't get anything. Do you want to discard anything? Okay, you're keeping all your 3, so we go to the top of round 2. Now we have some ambushers to deal with, so let's roll off to see who's going to go first. A 3 for me and a 4 for you. You get to go first if you want to.
And I definitely will.
Okay. Here's how ambushing is shaping up. Over here, Seabass was first. He dropped in this unit of Blood Warriors to claim marker 5. That floor is flooded. I cannot get anything up there to charge because there's no room to put any models. Over here, I put in my leader. This is my Hive Lord, lording over things very nicely. And then, in response to that, both Greater Demons of War dropped in. I did not count on that. I counted on 1. I was trying to bait 1 of them in, but I got 2. So, we'll see how that plays out. Down here, you got the Brass Beast Riders over there. This alley over here, you can see the dogs. Oh, and the Crab Demon of War just blinked in. That's good news. He was trying to get some Blood Warriors back in here, but I had measured, and my intent was to deny this area. There's a small sliver here that does work, but I knew that all of his bases were too large. And lastly, it looks like we have 1 more unit of Blood Warriors coming in, and that's their normal champion of war. Rounding things out, there's the chariot back here, and then on the first floor of this building, in there's another unit of Blood Warriors. Definitely within charge range of these guys. You're leaving 1 unit in reserve, and it's the one with your leader in it. So that's it, and we're at the top of round 2. You finished first last turn, so you get to activate first this turn. Right, speed of 9, they can squeeze through there. Because they have 18 inches to go, right? Yeah, okay.
Make sure that if they went single file, they'd be able to make their way through.
Coming up, and we got our first melee. This game is going to have basically exclusive melee, by the way. First up, Impact. They have what? Impact 1?
Impact 3.
Impact 3. I've actually never seen a unit that's more than 1 model with Impact, so I don't know if Impact applies to each one. I would think it does. So I think this is going to be 9 checks. Generic hits, and I'm going to save on 3s. 2 wounds get through, which is enough to kill the first one exactly, because it took that wound from the dangerous terrain earlier. Now, you've got Furious, so you've got to determine whether you want to put it on the hooves or the close combat weapons.
I'm putting it on the close combat.
Okay, let's have it.
Hitting on 3s.
Saving on 5s. 2 wounds get through, and that's enough to kill the second one. And the hooves, right? 1 dice each?
Yep, 1 dice
each.
Hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
2, AP 1.
Alright, saving on a 4. 1 save, 1 gets through, so he's down to 2 life left. Punching back, only 1 is left. He's got his swords. It's 3 dice, hitting on 4s, and none of them do. So we don't even need to use your fear. I obviously fail morale, or lost the melee, so let's check on morale. Morale is a 2. That's no good, so it routs, and you get to move these guys by up to 3 inches if you want to. So you're going to move them by up to 3 inches if you want to. Also, I just failed a morale test, so at the end of your turn, you're going to get one of those objectives. Also, you just got first blood, so right now you get a point immediately. It's 1 to 1. So over here, those hounds have the collars, which gives them resistance 1. Also, the Cerberus hound is grouped with them, which has resistance 3. So that's going to be -4 to any psychic rolls that this unit attempts, because we are within 12 inches. I think that, I don't know if it stacks. I don't know if it's -4 or if you take the worst of the resistances. Because in the game, nothing else stacks like that. But you know what? Either way, these guys aren't going to be able to cast anything. So, I'm not going to be able to, that was a good move. Good ambushing, good placement. I won't bother with psychic stuff, but they are going to charge in and start to fight. All right, we got us a good scrum. Everyone's piled in there. You've moved by up to 3 inches, and you were able to get everything within base contact, right? Yes. So everything on your side is going to be fighting as well. First, I'm going to do my Razor Claws. 20 dice coming in and hitting on 3s. Saving on 4s. No armor piercing. All right, so that's 3 wounds. I killed 2 of them. And now 20 more dice. The Piercing Claws. And checking for natural 6s because this has Rending. These are going to save on natural 6s. The rest are normal saves on 4s.
Okay, I'll do the 6s.
Okay. Okay, another hound dies. 3 wounds through. Another clean kill. Another dog is down.
1 wound on another one.
Oh, yeah. And finally, the Snatcher Lord. He has 2 sets of Piercing Claws. 4 dice total. Hitting on 3s and checking for Rending. Got 1 rend, a miss, and a miss. So I need a natural 6 and a normal save.
Natural 6.
Oh.
And a normal?
Yep.
Okay, 4.
It's 4. Alright. Not bad.
No,
now, though, you get to swing back.
Yep.
Okay, 6 Bloodhounds remain. They're 2 dice each? Yeah, 12 dice coming in. Alright.
On 3s.
Saving on 4s, AP 1 becomes saving on 5s. 8 wounds get through. So 8 of them explode.
Cerberus is 6 attacks.
Okay. 4 more AP 1, saving on 5s. 1 save, 3 wounds get through. You had killed 8. The other 2 die. Now that we go to the Soul Snatcher Lord, so he's got 1. He's got 2 wounds left. Do your guys have fear?
Yes.
They do. Mine have fear as well. Let's each roll a d3 and add that.
Well, my Cerberus has fear. The Bloodhounds do not.
Okay. It fought, so I think you get to use that. So, hold on. I caused 12, right? No, I caused 13. Because I killed 4 hounds and there's 1 with 1 wound left. Or 2 wounds left. I caused 13. You just caused 11. So let's roll fear and see what happens. D3 each. I add 1. I caused 14. You caused... What's that make? Okay, so after the fear rolls, we effectively both did 14 wounds. So there is no loser in this melee. So I don't have to take a morale check. But I'm going to remove all those models except for the Snatcher Lord. Oh man, sacrificial lambs.
Whenever up, the enemy within 18 inches takes 3 automatic hits.
Yeah, we were definitely within 18, so we forgot to do that. So your symbol of war, let's do that.
Yep.
Okay, went off.
3 hits at
all right.
AP2.
This unit took 3 hits at AP2, saving on 6s. They don't. But they do have this infused life on them, so they get regeneration. So we're going to shake these off on a 5-up. Shake 2 of them off, so only 1 dies. Now the question is, infused life says the next time it takes wounds. So that's interesting. I think now this has to go away before we actually start fighting. And I only say that because of some recent questions that I asked on the forum regarding morale tests. But I think that psychic powers, I mean, they're a thing of their own. So we're going to rule that, yes, I had to burn this. And now I don't have it for this fight, which kind of sucks. Good play, whether you knew it or not.
Did not. I'll go with it.
Checking for range here. 5 of your Blood Warriors are within 2 inches, so 5 of them are fighting. 2 dice each, hitting on 3s. AP2, saving on natural 6s is always a save, so 1 save and 6 of them die. Yes, Demon Champion now, so 6 attacks. 2s. Wow, that's rare.
1 goes through, AP, or 1 does not, with AP2.
Okay, saving on 6s. None, so 5 more die. Yeah, we forgot they have Furious and you charge, so let's do the extra dice there. So we'll rewind.
Just be 5 more?
Yeah, 5 more.
3s.
2 more, saving on 6s. They don't save. 2 more die. I have 6 bugs left. So here we go. They're punching back. They do not get Furious because they're not charging. They're punching back. Hitting on 5s. Looking for natural 6s because of poison. 2 saves, 2
go
wounds. Alright, you definitely caused more wounds, so let's do a morale check for me. I need a 5. It is not. They failed, and it's in melee, which means that they rout as well. So enjoying these, it's savoring the victory. You're going to move them up to 3 inches. I'm going to go over here to the other side of the table. This guy is going to hop down 12 inches to here, and at the moment of his activation, he's going to use his pheromones. So that's going to give +1 to the next morale check that this unit takes and that this unit takes. And that's my activation. Back to you. Oh, yes. Let's dance the spears. He's charging in. So when this thing activates, it's got its symbol, right?
Yes,
so on a 2-up.
On a 2-up.
Okay. So the symbol went off. That's 3 hits at AP2, saving on 4s. 2 saves. 1 wound gets through. Can he regenerate it? He does not. So that's 1 wound. He's down to 11. So that axe has 9 dice. It's got Furious, so he's going to use it, obviously. 10 dice coming in. Hitting on 2s, which is pretty rare again, but I guess that's what the demon leaders are capable of. So 10 dice, hitting on 2s. Seeing 2, saving on 4s. 3 saves, 4 get through. Can he regenerate them? 2 regens, 2 get through, 2 more wounds. Oh yeah, we forgot to move the model up. So with the wings there, oh man, that's awesome. That's so awesome. That wasn't so bad. He pretty much tanked that just like I hoped that he would. And here we go. Let's dance the spears. We're gonna start off easy. Just a little amuse-bouche, if you will. Just a little tail scythe action. This is hitting on a 3. That hits. Armor piercing 2.
Saving on a 4.
Saving on a 4. Does not. That's deadly 3. Now let's do a stomp. 2 dice, hitting on 3s. Both hit. Armor piercing 1. Both save. And now the main show, the sword claws. He's got 2 sets, so 6 dice total, and hitting on 3s. Hits AP2.
Saving on a 4.
Okay. 2 get through. Those are deadly 3 each, so that's 6 more wounds. I assume he has fear?
He does.
I have fear also. Let's see. I'm going to add 2 to mine. You're going to add 3. So you will take a morale test. 1. Oh, okay.
Ooh, that was close. That was close.
All right, that's good. We're already backed up an inch, so that is good stuff. My turn?
Also, the
Oh, yes, that's right. 2 routes. 2, yeah. So if that happens, you'll get D3 victory points, right?
Yes.
Interesting. All right. I am going to take this swarm. They are going to go in and be lambs to the slaughter. Some of them are going to have to pass into this zone of corruption. They'll have to take tests. I'm going to get the models moved first. Okay, they're in there. 5 of them had to go into this corruption. Thanks to their speed, they were able to get 18 inches and wrap around this side. There was just enough room to swarm in and squeeze by. So let's do those 5 dangerous terrain tests. So I got no 1, so none of them failed. That's good. Now we go into the fight proper. Here we go. They have Furious, so they're 3 dice each on their razor claws, hitting on 5s, checking for nat 6s for poison. This is the first batch of 30. Okay, accounting for poison, that's the hit so far. Here's the next batch of 30. So, all of that to save, but no armor piercing. You're saving on 2s. Let's see it. All of that and 3 1s. All right, so we killed. One goes down. I'll take it. Okay, 2 left. Close combat weapons.
They've already been in melee.
Right, this is second melee of the round, hitting on 6s.
No
Nothing.
good.
And then the hooves.
Hooves. 1. It is AP 1.
Saving on a 6. It does not. I'll remove 1 from the danger zone. Do you have fear?
I do.
Okay, let's see what you add. So I caused 3 wounds, you've caused 1. So roll a d3. Alright, you caused 2 wounds, so alright, you gotta take a morale check. Alright. Okay, morale is good. Alright, that was a scrum. Your turn. Okay, and then that unit that was underneath there, wheeling out to get into combat with these assault fronts. Okay, they're in there. You're gonna make one dangerous terrain test. Good to go. Now I'll move mine up to 3 inches to maximize base contact. Charge. So, yeah, your symbol of war goes off on a 3-up.
No.
All right.
30 dice.
So close combat weapons, 1 dice each. They have 2 close combat weapons each, and furious. So that's 3 dice each. Okay, 30 dice coming in, hitting on. Here are the hits. We're going to save on natural 6s. Well, that's 18 dead, and now the leader is doing his thing. 7 more dice, hitting on 2s. Saving on 6s. Nope. All right, that's a unit wipe. Well, that's better than failing morale, I guess.
Yeah, I can't get the D3
Yeah.
for it. Oh, shit.
Okay, and part of your 3 inches, you moved him back out of the dangerous terrain. Interesting phrasing on the rules here. When it moves or activates in it, so it kind of makes me wonder if, like, during these non-movement, these 3-inch moves in combat and stuff, if that counts. Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to trigger it earlier. I might have been supposed to take one, but maybe someone will ring in below with what they think. All right, interesting. Blood Warriors save on 5s. I didn't know that. So I was going to shoot with these guys, but now I'm thinking, charge. Sword, you're going to move them up to 3 to maximize, but while you're doing that, 3 dice each, 9 total, hitting on 4s.
And on 6s? No.
Okay, killed 4 of them. I'll take that. I assume you're going to remove the ones in the back, and then punch back. Yeah, these warriors, very versatile. Excellent melee and excellent shooting. Just in this case, I saw a squishy target. I'm just now realizing, you know, we've played games where melee is usually secondary to shooting. This game is almost pure melee, and I'm really starting to understand how important it is to sequence your activations. Because these guys are scary, but when you're fighting back and you don't get furious, right? But also, if you've fought already, you're hitting on 6s, I really don't have to worry about, unless a fluke happens, you know. So it's really interesting. The, I guess the meta or the flavor of this game is really starting to, it's a whole side of it that we're discovering tonight. Hitting on 6s.
10 total?
Yep. One of them at AP 2, so I'm saving on a 5. It does save. Very good. Do you have fear? Demon Prince does. So I think, yeah, so you'll roll a d3. That's, you caused 3 wounds, and I caused how many? 4? So I won the melee. So you will take a morale test. 6 for morale. All right, back to you. Demon's turn. He blitzed over a full 12 inches. He's going after the artillery beast, but I was going to go after you. So now the question is, it's interesting because I was going to use his ranged weapon because it's indirect, so I could shoot a lot of stuff. But now you've presented me with a target, so you might draw off my fire because he's got some decent melee. So let's think about this. Rewind. Forgot the symbol of war again. You don't need to move him. It's,
you sure?
yeah, we know that those are with 18. Goes off.
Yep.
Okay. 3 hits at AP 2, so I'm saving on 4s. All 4 save. Okay, now back to where we were. Yes, let's do it. He wheels around and charges in. First is Stomp. 3 of them hitting on 4s. 1 hit at Armor Piercing 2.
Nope.
Okay, that's 1 wound. And then his Razor Claws. 3 dice hitting on 4s. 2 hits, Armor Piercing 2.
7 on 4s.
Both save. All right. Fighting back.
Might as well put big guys in big guys.
You might as well. I love it.
All right.
9
These
dice.
are hitting on 2s.
Hitting on 2s. AP 2, saving on 4s. 4 of them get through. He's down to 8. He's got fear. Do you have fear?
I have fear as well.
Okay. So I caused 2 wounds I can't possibly win. So I do a morale check. I have fearless, so I need a 3. That's good. All right. Correction, he starts with 18 wounds, so he's down to just 14. Yeah, trying to figure out how you can get that 3rd morale failure. So you want to be aggressive, but not too aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Got 2 shooty units over there. Crab Demon shimmied over to there, checking line of sight. Can you see more than half? Here's the shooter. There is the target. Like if you use his arm, you can see most of it. That's tough. Let's roll a die. On a 1 through 3, he gets cover. Do you agree it's close enough to warrant a 50-50?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, on a 1 through 3, I get cover. All right, so he's under cover. Firing in. Let's have it.
All right.
3 dice, hitting on 4s, but it's going to be 5s because of cover.
No good.
Oh, none of them. All right. Cover didn't matter anyway. There were no 4s. All right, that's it for him. Back to me. Target spotted. Him to here is 10 inches, so we're going to go ahead and charge. 18 dice, hitting on 4s, checking for poison. Camera malfunction, so we did all the hits, we did all the saves. 1 wound got through. He swung back, got a natural 6, did 1 wound. So we each did 1 wound. You have fear, so you did more than 1 wound. So I took a morale check and I rolled this. So they are pinned. That chariot slid over a little bit, hitting on a 3, shooting at what?
Shooting at the group right down there.
Ah, okay. Hitting on a 3.
Does not.
Does not. All right. My turn. So over here, the Hive Lord actually hasn't activated. It's going to be all on 6s, but we might as well. Activates, charges in, and is going to dance the spears again. First up, the tail sight, hitting on a 6. Does not. And we have the stomp, hitting on a 6. Does not. And lastly, 2 sword claws, 6 dice, hitting on 6s. None of them. All right. That's it for him. Back to you. You get to strike back. Yep, but you're on 6s. So let's do that.
2.
2 at AP 2, saving on 4s. 1 save, 1 gets through. Regen. Does not regen. That's 1 wound. We both have fear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to add 3. So I caused 4, and you caused... All right. So you caused more.
Yes.
Yes. Morale check. Got fearless. Just don't roll a 1. Oh, it's not a 1. Okay. Now it's over. Back to the demons. Okay, the hounds are activating.
Yep.
So they're
And
fatigued, but they're swarming in on the Snatcher Lord. Okay, yeah, so because one of those models is on difficult terrain, you're actually limited to 6 inches. I still think you can get all of them in, and then I have to do my 3-inch shuffle, so we're going to end up in base contact. It's fine. Yeah. There we go. 5 of them are within 2 inches. 5 of them fighting. They're fatigued. AP 1, so I'm saving on 4s. All of them get through. All right, so he is killed. Wow, so good call. With that 3 inches, you're able to get that guy out of the difficult terrain, which means next turn, they are free to roam. That's huge, because they would have been limited to 6 inches. Now they can go their full 18. They have a target-rich environment. Nicely done. So, Venom Floaters went over here, moved at like 18.1 inches away from them. They're done. Okay, so you activate them.
Yep.
The symbol. All right. So these guys take 3 hits at AP 2, saving on 5s. None of them save, so that's 3 wounds, which is enough to kill one of them. They just radiate hatred. I love it. Okay, over here, these guys shuffle just a little bit to be out of 18-inch range from them, but within 24 inches of them, and they're going to fire upwards. First up, we got 2 Bio Spitters. These are hitting on 4s, but 5s because you're in the ruin in cover. 1 hit, blast 3, so I need 3 saves with no armor piercing.
5s.
Okay.
1 save.
Okay, killed 2 of them. And then one guy has an acid cannon. This is hitting on a 5, and it doesn't. All right. Got these guys over here. What are they going to do? They charged right through all that corruption. You're doing your 3-inch shimmy to maximize contact. Meantime, 10 dangerous terrain tests, checking for 1s. Wow, 3 1s. So these back 2 guys who actually didn't make it in will go away, and so will this one. I got 7 left to actually fight, so let's do that. Actually, first I'm gonna do their psychics. So I have 2 psychics in there, and I can do that at any point in their activation before attacking, so we'll do that now. First Psychic, trying to do Infuse Life on this unit itself. Infuse Life. That'll work. So they've got Infuse Life, and now, so Terror. Enemy unit must take a morale test. If failed, it takes 12 automatic hits with AP 1. Yes. We're going to try to cast it on them. This goes off on a 6, so I need this to be a natural 5 or better. Yes! Oh, yeah, okay. All right. Morale check on the Blood Warriors, please. Need 4. No! Oh. All right. Well, that's okay. We got something out of it. Now the Flurry of Claws. First we'll do the Razor Claws. These are vanilla, hitting on 3s. Seven of them die. Now we've got the Piercing Claws. These are, again, hitting on 3s, but checking for 6s because of rending. Natty 6s. Nope, 2 more dead. And then you got some normal saves. These are no armor piercing. Save on 5s. Hero. So it says, when rolling for defense, use the value of a majority of the models. So, in this case, the majority of the models are certainly the other ones, so I think that kind of sucks because his defense is a 2-up, but you have to use their 5-up in making this roll. Yeah, alright, so how many got through?
So, there's the extra one to kill the 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he has 1 wound left.
Alright. Killed all of them, put 5 wounds on him because we had to use the majority of the models for their defense. Morale check. I'm sure. Actually, you got to swing back, but
he's not within range.
You can't swing back. Interesting. Oh. All right. Take it. Well, that brings us to the end of round 2. Here's the casualties over here for the most part. So those are in reserve, and those are in reserve. Everything else has been slaughtered. Here is my pile of ichor. Nice. Let's go check on our objectives. I have not killed something with 12. I don't control 5 or all of them. I'm going to choose to discard this one. I don't like that. Seize 2. Control marker 2. Where is 2? Yes. 2 is right here. Interesting. In the middle of the corruption. And for you?
So, I will roll. 3 of them have failed morale tests?
Yes. D3 victory points. 2 victory points. All right. So you're up to 3. 3 to 1.
This one I have not.
You have 5. All right.
And I control it from...
Destroy an enemy unit with flying. And what else? Destroy a hero. Okay. My heroes are... The only hero I have left is this guy here. Okay. All right, that's our objective. So we are at the top of round 3. Let's clear all the markers, and you get to activate first. Both have ambushers, so let's roll to see who will decide to act first. I got a 4. You got a 1. Okay, I will let you decide first if you're going to put an ambusher in.
I am not.
All right, I am going to put in just one of these. He dropped in here. I'm going after the brass beast because of that 2-up save. Very annoying. Over here, these guys, very dangerous, but I specifically kept out of 18 inches, so I'm good for this turn with them. Over here, I'm confident that he's going to get the job done. I don't know. I need to get marker 2. So this accomplishes 2 things. I'm putting him in. We're going to do his surprise attack. And for each 4-up, it deals 3 hits with AP 2 to an enemy unit within 3 inches. Wow, 3 4-ups. So that's going to be 9 hits with AP 2 on the brass beasts. So saving on 4s. 3 wounds.
So 1.
Alright, that's going to kill 1. I'll take it. Okay, ambushing is done. So you get to activate first.
I'm going to do their charge.
When does the symbol activate exactly?
The symbol activates when it's when I activate that unit.
Good. 3 hits at AP 2. Saving on 5s. 1 save, 2 wounds. So he's down to 1. 4 Blood Warriors can have 12 dice. Hitting on 3s.
3.
These are all AP 2, so saving on 5s. those get through, so that is, what was this? That's enough. So that wipes them out, and you can move this unit by up to 3 inches. Interesting. Why are you doing your 3-inch move into difficult terrain?
Because they have 6 no matter what. So.
Okay, so you're gonna have to do it eventually anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Okay.
And even if I wrapped around, I would maybe get a few.
Yeah.
Plus, then moving it at 6 anyways, still have plenty enough to get to that if I need to.
Right. Coming over here, the big boys. When he activates, there's nothing within 12 inches, so the pheromones won't really matter. Oh, actually, I could pick himself, so put pheromones on himself. First up, Tail Scythe, hitting on a 3. It does not. Stomp, hitting on 3s. 1 does, at armor piercing 1.
Saving on 3s?
Okay.
Does not.
Alright, it's 1 wound. Sword Claws, the main event. These are hitting on 3s. Come on. Come on. Hitting on 4s?
No.
Alright, 3 of them get through. That's deadly 3 each. 9, you don't have regen, right? Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. I'm moving 3 inches. While Seabass contemplates his next move, I just realized something. I could have had this guy fly around to the other side of that model when I did my charge just now. He definitely has the movement. If I had done that, he would have been like here. Then I could move my 3 inches. I would have been much closer to probably within charge range for next turn. Possibly. Now I'm not. So just a little mistake in the micro play there. Activating this demon champion, so the symbol will go off, and you're putting the symbol on. So that ability, they get regen, quote, the next time they take wounds. So I believe if you were to put this on them and they take wounds, yeah, it's going to go away, and then they won't get it in combat. Okay, saving on 6s. Those all fail. They are taking damage, so they get regen because of infused life. 1 regen, 2 of them die, and infused life is spent. Charge them in.
Charge them in. Hitting on 2s.
I love it. These will save on 6s. No, they will not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all of them. So they are wiped out, and you get to move him by 3 inches. Burrower is activating. First up, he's in dangerous terrain, so that's 18. He's tough 18, so we have to roll 18 dice looking for 1s. All right, 4 wounds get through, so he's down to 14. Could you get some tracker dice? Now, Ka-chunk charges into the Brass Beast. Got impact 6, so I need 6 default saves. 1 wound gets through. He's down to 2. First up, the Tail Scythe hitting on a 4. It does not. Second up, the Stomp. These are 3 dice hitting on a 4. 1 hits at AP 2.
4s.
Okay.
Nope.
No. All right. Just 1 damage. It's down to 1 life left. And now we have 3 Sword Claws. So 9 dice hitting on 4s. This should get the job done. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yep.
All right. Good. Brass Beast is gone. I can move 3 inches, but I am I'm not going to. Well, am I? To help screen off that objective.
I'm not gonna move them. I have full complete sight.
Yep. Okay. Hitting on 3.
4.
Blast 3. AP 4. Saving on 6s. None of them. Let's see if we can regen. Wow. Look at that. So that's a little bit, I was owed that, honestly, with a bit of my rolls earlier. So I feel fine about that. He's done. It's my turn. This is what we call opportunity. I just measured. We're good to go. So we are charging in. We're making base contact. So technically they are in the difficult terrain, but they're within range. They had the 6 inches. So let's do this. Hitting on 4s, checking for 6s because of poison. And again, you're forced to use a majority of the models for your defense. So it kind of sucks. I will say the creator of the game is very open to feedback. Maybe this situation we can get some clarity on. Maybe this is the intent. I don't know. Killed 4 of them. Champion is down to 2 wounds left. Your turn. Hitting back. He is within the 2 inches, so that's good. 6 dice. Hitting on sixes because he's fatigued. Yeah.
No good.
No good. All right, that's that. Now it's your turn. Over here, activating the Greater Champion.
Yep.
So his symbol goes off on a 2-up.
And he's hitting the floaters.
Okay, targeting the floaters. That's 2. 5s. None. So 3 wounds. That's going to kill one of them. Okay, no impact, but you got Furious. How many? That axe is 9 dice?
9 plus 1 for
1 for Furious. Very good. AP2, saving on 4s. 5 wounds get through. Razor Claws hitting on 3s. All 3 of them at AP2.
Saving on 4s.
Okay.
2 saves.
Okay, 1 gets through. And then the Stomp hitting on 4s. 2 of them do. AP2.
Saving on 4s. Nope.
All right, 3 wounds. You did 5. I did 3. I have Fear. All right. So I got to take a morale test. Here we go. I need a 4-up, but it's a 3-up because he is fearless. Oh, all right. So let's see what that means. He is down to half. He is lost in melee and failed the morale test. So what happens?
Gone.
He's kaboom. I love it. I don't. Good riddance. Thanks. Thanks a lot. 500-point model. Here, just go look pretty. I don't just. Ugh. Over here, these warriors are going to fire everything into the dogs because they're wide open. So first up, we have the 2 Biospitters. These are hitting on 4s. 1 hit. This is Blast 3. No armor piercing.
1.
1 wound. Then we have the Acid Cannon. That's a hit. AP 3. I should have fired this first. Can we rewind? Can I have fired this first? Thank you. You're a gentleman.
On 6.
Yep.
Nope.
Alright, Deadly 3. So that's going to kill 1.
Yep.
And then the wound I caused earlier goes on to a different one because you're a gentleman. Thank you very much. I'm bad with the micro tonight.
This one had 1 wound already.
Oh, that one already had 1 wound.
Had 1
okay,
wound.
let's play it as a...
So yeah, it would have worked out just fine
alright.
the first time. So
Yeah, alright.
it would have
Very
killed 2.
Nice.
Anyways.
The Crab Demon is going to fire on these warriors here. Going to spend their Shrouding Mist, so they have Stealth. You're at -1 to hit.
Yep.
So hitting on 5s.
1.
1 hit AP 4, saving on a 6. Does not. Deadly? 1 wound. One of those is down to 2.
I'm not going to move them, but I am going to activate
Right.
Champion.
It's not going to be a 3.
It's a 6.
It's a 6. Okay. 3 hits at AP 2. None of them. So that's 3 wounds. That's going to kill 1 of them. All right. Boy, those symbols, ultra effective. Way better than psychics. All right, and then these guys are rushing. They're moving at the double 18 inches just outside. You have any other units after this?
I do not.
Okay, so when you finish that, we're going to be at the bottom of round 3. We've been at this for about 3 hours now. Do I control marker 2? Yes, I do. And I killed something with tough 12 or higher, so that's 2 points for me. I'm up to 3 victory points now, to your 4. These are achieved, and I'm going to discard 5, so I'll get 3 new cards. Look at that, Seize 2, because there are 2 copies of each Seize card in the deck. Hold 6, so have 6 at the beginning and the end of a round. Where is 6? It's over there, not going to happen. And
Well, it's possible with your Burrower.
you wish. Seize 1, control marker 1, which is right here. Interesting. And for you, did you achieve anything?
I did not.
Killed an, oh, didn't achieve anything. Do you want to discard something?
I'm going to get rid of this one.
Okay. All right, and Decapitate. In this or any previous round, destroy the enemy's hero model with the highest tough value. I do have models with 18 wounds, so if you can kill one of them, then you'll get that point. You'll get decapitate. He has 18 wounds, so it's a burrower. That's what you're after. So we're at the top of round 4. First we'll do ambushers, and then I am going to activate first. So we both have ambushers left. Let's roll to see who's going to enjoy. I have 5, and you have a 5. Try again. 6. 6. 1. 3. What do you want to do?
I will wait to see if you will.
Okay, I will. Well, we're in round 4 here, so I'm going to bring in my burrower. And we'll put him... In contemplating this, I was reviewing the sheet and realized that the burrowers, I bought regen for them. So earlier when I did the dangerous terrain test, I forgot to do that. So we'll try and regen those now. Would have regen 3 of them, so he gets 3 wounds back. Good?
Yep.
Okay. God, it sucks that I have to ambush first. I want you to put them in so that I can surprise attack them. See, I really want to use the surprise attack on something, on them. It would be nice. But to go over there for 2 points and force you to bring them in over here, I don't know, that simplifies the equation too. Alright. Gotta do something at some point. He's dropping right in on marker 6. We'll waste his surprise attack. Now you're going to put your unit in where? So you've decided to buy insurance. You're actually going after 3 in case that champion doesn't get it done.
Yes.
Interesting. So my nice 600 point unit is just going to sit over here. And well, but 2 victory points ain't nothing. All right, there they are, 9 inches away from enemies. Let's see how this is going to end. Yeah. Here's the thing. He's got 17 wounds with regen. If you try and hop over to contest this, then I will charge in. So I'm not going to activate him right now. I don't need to. You have no other units in the area. We're going to leave that alone. He's not close enough to be meaningful at the moment. So really, it's over here. Before these guys get wiped out, I should do something with them. So, let's either charge it to here or fire up there. Useless to fire up there. You don't care about up there. We're going to charge in here. Here we go. They're dual bone swords. So these are hitting on 4s. Saving on 4s.
Or 5s.
5s. Okay. 1 save. So those are deadly 3 each. So that kills 4 hounds. Alright. Warriors. Punching back at the Cerberus Hound. AP 1, saving on 4s. Wow, okay, 1 got through. This guy is down to 1 wound. Morale check on the Cerberus Hound. Nope. Wow, okay. So he is gonna rout.
For some reason.
Take that.
It looked like he got scared.
Yeah. Alright. 3-inch shuffle. Activating. Emanating hate on a 3-up.
No.
Oh, it goes. That's no good.
Oh, and it's hit on 2s.
These are saving on 5s. 2 wounds get through. So this guy's down to 1. Punching back, hitting on 4s and looking for 6s because of poison. 2 wounds to get through. Just roll some 1s. There's a 1, and there's a 1, and there's another. Oh, all right.
We're 4. He
Killed him. All right.
He stood for a little bit.
All right. Floaters are done in their melee. So I simply don't have enough models over here to matter. I could try and charge, or I can move up. You can still get within 3 inches of the marker and contest it. I need to survive is what I need to do, but that's, I think, mathematically impossible. So let's just leave that alone for the moment and come on over to here. Hitting on 4s, checking for poison. Saving on 2s.
On 2s.
Wow, look at that. 3 wounds. That's overperformance. Okay, swinging back now.
9 hits. Hitting on 2s.
Axe coming down, cleaving off some tentacles. AP2 means they're defending on 5s. And that is definitely enough to kill them. So they go down. So first, at the end of the melee, you wipe me out, so you're going to move your 3 inches. You want to go that way. It has flying, so it ignores terrain effects, unquote. So it doesn't take dangerous terrain tests at all.
Yep.
3 inches that way. Now you're activating him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it on your hero.
2 up.
It's good.
It's good. 3 hits at AP 2. Saving on 4s. 2 saves. 1 gets through. And regen does. Okay. And he's a hoss. A 600-point hoss.
12 inches.
Moving him 12 inches. You're done? My turn. I'm going to move these guys as far as I can this way to still be within 3 inches of the marker. This guy's hatred symbol is close enough to them. So let's do that. On a 3 up.
Yep, 3 up.
Yes! And hope prevails for the moment.
And I'm still going to move them down.
Yeah.
To, if need be, if there goes for further rounds.
Right.
To either contest that or to clean.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention earlier. Yeah. At the end of round 4, we'll roll, and on a 4 up, we'll go to a round 5. There will be no round 6. Okay, so that's what he's talking about. You're going to move these down. For my activation, I move the Hive Lord 12 inches this way. He's a flyer, so he is able to ignore the terrain. He's up there. Back to you. 6 inches up, getting ready to fire the flame something.
Yep.
Yeah.
The heavy flame cannon.
Okay. 3 attacks, hitting on 4s.
1.
Okay. AP 4. Saving on a 6. Does not save. So 1 wound gets through. That's enough to kill this guy. So I'll do he's in the dangerous terrain, so we'll take that test. He's got, I think you use the tough value is what it says, not the number of remaining wounds. So I still have to roll 18 dice. Here's the first 9, checking for 1s. There's 1 1, and the second 9. There's 3 more. So that's 4 wounds on the dangerous terrain. Let's try and regen. 3 regens, 1 gets through. First up, impact 6. So I need 6 generic saves.
1 gets through, and he is gone.
Okay, so just him walking up was enough to make this demon explode. Good riddance. All right, I can move 3 inches, but I don't think I will because I want to keep marker 2. So that's it, and that's it for me for this round. Be back to you. 1 dice. You have 1 shot.
No.
Oh no! All right.
Yes.
This guy over here will activate. He'll move nowhere, and that's it. Now go over to here to see how this is going to resolve. Symbol. It's good. AP 2, so saving on 5s. 1 save, 2 damage, so that kills him. And there's 2 left on the other. Yeah,
See if he's the standing guy.
It's 12:30. Let's just save some time. So there's no way you don't kill him on your charge. So now you do that, then you'll move up to 3 inches. So just put them wherever you want because you have marker 3 for sure. Let's see what's going on. Control marker 2. I do. That's a point for me. Hold 6. I did begin and end the round with marker 6. That's 2 points for me. Seize marker 1 I don't have. 3 more. That puts me at a total of 6 victory points so far. You did not kill my biggest thing. You don't have... Oh, you do have marker 3. Now, I did. So in this game, once you seize a marker, you don't lose control of it just because you move off of it. You lose control once the other guy gets it. So the fact that I had it at all means that you enjoy this. So D3 victory points for you. So hold on. So I have 6. You have 4. We might go to a round 5 or we might not. So you're about to add some victory points. Let's see what... 3 Oh, okay.
7.
So you're at 7, I'm at 6. And now we're going to see if we go on to a round 5. On a 4 up, we do. And we do, for the first time on the channel, we do. So, am I going to discard Seize 1? And sure, I could go up and get it, but I'm about to get annihilated. Alright, I have Show No Mercy. Win a melee by 3 or more wounds. Hold 4. Control marker 4 at the beginning and end. And lay them low. Just destroy an enemy unit. So I think I can do that. I got a shot. For you, do you want to discard a card?
This one is going.
Okay.
I'm going to discard this one. Control objective marker 1.
Yes, control marker 1. And infiltrate. Have at least 1 unit within the enemy's deployment zone, which you do. Interesting.
And then have at least 3 units within the enemy. Possibly.
Okay. I think I know how this is going to end, but that's alright. Let's play it out for the fun of it. Man, I gotta go first, but here's the thing. That doesn't have charge range to anything. That can't charge anything. That's out of charge range. None of my big guys can do anything. I would like to wait to see if something moves so I can charge and kill it. That just leaves them. I would like to wait for these guys to come up so that I can charge them. They'll be much more effective that way because we can hit first. But you can charge with him. So, yeah, this is, Well, here's the thing. You pretty much have a guaranteed 2. You're going to get marker 1, and you're going to have at least a unit within the enemy's deployment zone. If I'm really lucky, could kill a unit and win a melee by 3 more rounds. That would be 2 points. You would still be in the lead. You would still win the game. So that D3 victory points you rolled really pulled it out for you. And then the fact that we went to a round 5, man. High drama. I believe that I'm going to concede and call it. So that's 7 points for you and 6 points for me. End of game. Damn. I think this is one of the best games we've ever played. That was fun. There was basically no shooting in this game, which is the opposite of our usual games. This had a really different feel.
A few. There was
a
little bit.
I mean, a little bit, but yeah, almost 95% of the interactions were melees, just slugging it out. Had a very different feel than we're used to.
To be fully honest, this was my favorite just because it was just complete melee. It wasn't shooting from across, trying to take out, units or soul guys.
Yeah, I often find myself fatigued saying the words, shooting on this, but this because of cover. This, but this because of cover, right? And I don't think I said that but twice this entire night. It was all about melee. So, yeah, very weird, very cool. Whole different side of the game. Your army's coming along nicely. You got to base them. Desert something? Yellowish? I think, dark models mean light base. I think like a yellow, some sort of yellow or tan would complement them really nicely. That's how I did my chaos. Oh, by the way, so I bought a large lot off eBay and I've been repurposing them. I have about 10,000 points of Chaos Space Marines. So we'll be doing a very large game in the near future. Remember, all this terrain you see we make on my sister channel, Wylock's Armory. I do tutorials on how to build this stuff. One-page rules, Grimdark feature, version 2.7 is what we were using tonight. Love it. It took us 4 hours to get through this, but I mean, without filming, it definitely could have been 3. So, love this rule system. You can play lots of model, big mass war game spectacle in a reasonable amount of time, totally for free. Love it. That said, it's almost 1 a.m., so I think you want to add anything?
No, it was
you have nothing to add?
Fantastic. It was great.
Yeah, all right. Cool, well, thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks you guys for watching. I'm Wylock, and I'll see you next time.